Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome or welcome back to Universal Wisdom Tarot. Well, the year is speeding by, and so I thought this would be a great time to take a peek ahead at what the rest of 2025 holds for each of the zodiac signs. Astrologically speaking, the energy indicates a surge of independence, freedom, and expression. For many, it may also be a time when you embrace a new you. We can look forward to 2 more Mercury retrogrades, one in the month of August in Leo, which pushes us to roar our feelings rather than discussing them lightly. The second one takes place in Sagittarius in November and backslides into Scorpio. Emotions will run deep with this second one, and tempers will be high, causing us to express ourselves passionately. And let's not forget that we're only halfway through eclipse season. In September, a total lunar eclipse in Pisces encourages us to lean into romance and chase our fantasies. A partial solar eclipse in Virgo in the same month helps us to let go of our fears in practical ways. And finally, we shouldn't underestimate the energy in July when Uranus begins its 7-year switch. From July 7 to November 7, rebel planet Uranus dances in Gemini, leading us to use our words as a form of revolution. We'll share our unique thoughts and experiences on social media that will inspire others to speak up and share their stories. And now we can take a look at the tarot to see what messages the universe has for you. So I will see you shortly in the next video. Hey there, beautiful souls. Let's dive into at least a quick look at what's coming your way for the rest of 2025. That would be the period of July to December. So sort of the rest of the year. And this is for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Sagittarius. Now, I have a whole bunch of decks here. I'm going to use them all. Some are tarot, some are oracle cards. And I'm going to use a different spread than I normally do. So we're just going to dive in and start looking at your energy, your overarching energy, your finances, your career, your love life, a little bit, maybe your social life. So we get a little quick view of what's going down. And we'll even ask the angel spirits, guides in the universe for some advice for you and how to deal with the energy that is coming your way, okay? So let's just start getting into that. Let's pull some cards here for Sagittarius for the remainder of 2025. It's for the rest of 2025 for Sagittarius, please. And thank you, truly grateful. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's take a look at your finances, your career, your finances. Let's see what messages I have for you. Whoa, something flew. Okay. Let's see what message you have, please, for Sagittarius. Get into some relationship cards, some messages about your love life or your relationship life, if you will. It's not always love for everybody. All right. card here for Sagittarius for the remainder of 2025. All right, let's look at your social life and your family life. Ooh, what is that? Oof, okay. All right, and let's get the advice from the angel spirits, guides, and the universe on how Scorpio can deal with this energy that's on the table. All right. Okay, great energy on this table, my friends. You have the World card and you have the Five of Swords. So first of all, for some of you, if you are trying to do something and you're taking it national or internationally, or you're expanding something, I feel there's a really great sense of you reaching out into the world in the latter half of the year, all right? And whatever goals you're trying to achieve. Now, it could be for some of you, maybe you're actually wanting to travel the world. I don't know. I'm just getting this feeling of a really good sense of completion, a feeling of really a feeling of fulfillment, a success, of victory for somebody. But it's also a feeling of contentment. I mean, you have the cards here of the divine couple, the treasure, the happiness, this Nine of Pentacles here. This is all really playing in nicely in all areas of your life, dear Sagittarius. I feel like there's an opportunity for you to, like I said, go national or something like that, or to grow. There's some kind of growth beyond your small little domain or your small little realm of whatever it is that you are, what you're trying to achieve, what kind of goals you're setting for yourself this year. But I feel like you're going beyond those limits. And I feel this is going to, you're trying to stretch it, you're trying to grow it, and it will test your limits in the best way possible, okay? It will test your limits with this Five of Swords, bearing in mind that there's only so much that you can do, because that's what the Five of Swords is about. It's about not taking on more than you can chew, more than you can handle, and that not every fight is winnable, not everything needs to be won, not every negotiation needs to be, you won't win every negotiation, but knowing your limits, knowing where you can and cannot test them, or how far you can push this, whatever this might be for you. But it could be in any area of life. So take it how it resonates, all right? But I want to say is, as you're chasing this dream, whatever this world dream is for you, don't forget that there are people in your life, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. There are people in your life, and those people and the sort of the traditions or the rituals that you have, they will keep you grounded in this, okay? So if you feel like at some point you're saying, wow, I can really push this limit so far, and that it starts to feel like you're a bit out of control, look back to those people and to those rituals that you have that will bring you back to ground zero and keep you back in check a little bit. I feel like there's such an opportunity to stretch and grow, and I'm really feeling somebody's getting this national or international attention, or that your perhaps your business is growing, or your skill set is just growing beyond belief, and you're getting so much attention with your work or what have you, right? I feel like there is an energy there of just keeping it a little bit in check, but also just really don't take on too much that you can handle, because this will just drain you. I feel like there's an ability to get so drained from this, all right? Particularly too, because the energy that the universe is giving you some advice there that's saying go for it. Just be careful of the go for it. But we'll talk about the go for it in a little bit. Let's get into your cards here you got two here of your career and finance card. You have the treasure and you have the divine couple. So the treasure is you are building treasure. And that's what the universe is also going to give you advice on, right? Building your treasure, building your business, building these finances, building this career, right? Getting out there and perhaps being this executive, perhaps, pushing your sales, pushing, really planning for growth, financial growth, planning for career growth, right? You have some talents here, and you are going to push and expand and grow those talents to the best of your ability, because you are trying to build that treasure. You're trying to build that treasure. And the advice there is you have an opportunity to build treasure. We'll talk about that in a second. So knowing that you have these hidden talents, and that there's you want to be in a worry-free environment when it comes to money. You want to have excess. You want to have a little bit of a reserve. You want to have a bank account that is for the rainy days, okay? Now, you do also have this divine couple, which actually says on it, prosper with your partner, okay? So if you actually are in business with your partner, or you're in business with somebody who you consider to be a partner, like not necessarily a love partner, or you just have a partner in business, the two of you will prosper with this relationship. There is potential here for, family business. If that's your case, you might be in a family business, but you're sharing your wealth. You're working together with others. You could also have the potential to have love in your work environment if you got your eye on somebody at work. All right, there's the potential for that as well in the latter half of this year. But all good here in feeling this desire to build and grow. And we will talk about the advice in that regard in a few minutes. Let's get into the relationship cards, the love cards here. You have distance. So challenges that create space between you, all right? So for some of you, you might be either in a long distance relationship, or contemplating having a long distance relationship, or feeling a little distant from somebody who you care about. But I feel like that's because you're focusing in on this growth, this finances, what have you. Now, it could also be that you realize that you are in a little bit of a distant situation, so you're trying to grow and strengthen that relationship a bit more, because you see there's an opportunity to do that, to close that distance or close that gap. That is very important. But also to realize that if you're only work, well, then you will create a distance in your home life, your family life, your love life. All right. So because you're in this stretching period of time, as I said, you're chasing your dreams big time, and sometimes we leave things in the dust, if you will, that are important to us, and then we realize, oh yeah, but I do care about that person or this relationship, but I'm giving all my time to other areas of my life, work, career, what have you. All right, making money. It's all about your happiness. That's what this other card is saying. Feeling peaceful and complete, more ups than downs, and love brings happiness. So as I said, remembering that those relationships are so important, just as equally important as making the money, building the treasure up, being able to take something national, working like with the people that you care about here. All right, let's take a look at this 9 of Pentacles when it comes to your family life and it comes to your social life. There it is. You want to build a nice nest egg for yourself. That is what I'm getting here strongly, so that you can have this independent wealth, right? This independent feeling that you have more than enough, that you have built the environment in which you feel secure, in which you feel sound, in which you feel you can take care of your loved ones, where you feel there's so much prosperity there that now you can reap the rewards of that, right? This is what this all is building toward here. Okay? Let's talk about those 3 pieces of advice. First and foremost, the Magician. Universe is telling you, cards are telling you, hey, you have the power. Use it wisely. You have all the skills. This is your time to do this. If you want to take it national, you are the Magician. You can manifest this. You can bring it into reality. Your thoughts become things at this time. And there's such an opportunity here for money, for career, for new finances, for new certifications, new certificates, new schooling, new degrees, new what have you. This is the advice of, now's your time for prosperity. If you want to have prosperity, now's the time to have your prosperity. So pull it into the material world with this Magician here, all right? This is a change. There's a transformation going on for you with this Death card, right? Transformations mean that with the ending of something, there is a new way forward on the other side of it, okay? So this is a need to, I'm telling you, there's a need here to remain open and see how this goes, see how this grows, right? As I said to you, you're stretching, you're growing, you're testing your limits. Let's, play it by ear and see how it goes, and take the time to make the changes that you need to do by letting go of something that isn't valuable anymore. Okay? With every death, there is a rebirth here. Okay? So this is what the universe is telling you. Great opportunity for change, great opportunity for that new pentacle, that new great big opportunity right there in your face, and you have the power to make it happen. So you couldn't ask for better cards, I feel, for you, Sagittarius, in the remainder of 2025. I love this reading for you, but I'm going to leave it there, and I hope something in it resonated. Now, don't forget to hit the like button, and of course, please subscribe to the channel. I know there are about 70% of the people that watch this channel that don't subscribe to it, and it would be really great if you could support the channel. It helps it to grow, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's free for you, so just click the button, and that's a no-brainer, okay? And I will just say that I'll see you again very shortly. And until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.